Welcome students. In my last class, I have discussed with you what is electric dipole. I hope you have understood. Today I am going to discuss with you electric field at an axial point of an electric dipole. Now what is the axis of an electric dipole? Let us first understand that. The axis of the electric dipole is a line passing through the center of the electric dipole. So it is an electric dipole. Suppose AB is an electric dipole consisting of two surges minus Q and plus Q, and twice A is the dipole length, and O is the midpoint of the electric dipole. Now this line is passing through the center of the two surges constituting the electric dipole is the axis of the electric dipole. So this is the axis. So we are to find the electric field at any point on the axis of the electric dipole. So for that, what we will do? For that, we will put a point here, somewhere here. Suppose this is point P. This distance is R from the midpoint of the dipole. In case of electric dipole, every measurement is made from the midpoint of the dipole. So from O at distance R, we put a point on the axis of the dipole AB, point P, where we have to find the electric field due to the dipole AB. For that, what we will do? We will find the electric field at P due to this surge first, and then electric field at this point due to this surge. Then we sum up these two electric field to find the resultant electric field at P due to both the surges. Okay. So let us consider EA be the electric field at point P due to the charge minus Q at A. So by law, this is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. R square means distance between this surge and the point P. So this distance is nothing but how much? From here to here, this distance is A. Because dipole length is twice A, so half of the dipole length is A. Again, this distance is A. Okay. Now from here to there, what is the distance? From here to there, this is R. From here to there, this is A. So from this point to that point, this is R plus A. So R plus A whole square. Now this is the electric field at point P due to this surge. Now what is the direction of this electric field at P? This direction is towards EA. Here in this direction. This is the direction of EA. Why? Why this is the direction? Because we know in order to find the electric field at P, we have to put a test surge, that is unit positive surge here. If we put a test surge here, then this test surge will be attracted by this negative surge. So it will move towards the negative surge. So its direction is from P to A. So here we write along PA. Okay. Now this direction, we put this direction as I cap. Okay. Here we write along PA direction is I cap. We assign I cap as a unit vector whose direction is from P to A. Now similarly, electric field at point P due to this surge plus Q surge, which is at B, is nothing but EB. So now electric field at P due to this surge is EB, say, which is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. R square means R minus A whole square, because this distance is R and this distance is A. So therefore this distance will be R minus A. Now what is the direction of EB? What is the direction of EB? So here we put a unit positive charge. So this is positive. This positive charge will repel this test charge, so its direction will be in this direction. This is the direction of EB. Okay. Now, what is this direction? This is along PA. Along, there are AP. APD. In earlier it was PA. Now it is opposite, so AP. Along AP. So earlier we assigned IK in the direction of PA. Now it will be minus IA. So we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r minus a whole square. Instead of along IP, we can put here minus IK. Okay. Now total electric field at P, due to the entire dipole is say E, which is the vector sum of EA vector plus EB vector. Okay. Now put the value of EA and EB. See what we will get. Now total electric field at P due to the entire dipole is E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught EA. EA means 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R plus A whole square IK. Again EB means 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R minus A whole square minus IK. Okay. We put this minus, we bring this minus signs here, so it becomes minus and this becomes plus. Now bring the common terms here. So what is the common term? Q I K. So we can write this R plus A whole square minus R minus A whole square. Okay. Now take the LCM of these two. What is the LCM of these two? It is R plus A whole square, R minus A whole square. Now R plus A get cancelled, R minus A whole square, that means R square minus 2 RA plus A square minus this get cancelled, R plus A whole square minus R square minus 2 RA minus A square. Okay. Now now you see what we will get here. E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught IK. This R square get cancelled, A square get cancelled. Here we have minus 4 RA divided by this much. What is this? R plus A into R minus A. That means A square minus B square whole square. Okay. Now arrange a little so that we can express this in a more simple way. Okay, for that what we will do, you see, we will put 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught inside minus I cap twice, okay, minus I cap Q into twice A into twice R divided by R square minus A square whole square. Why we are making this arrangement? Because we can replace this term by P vector. We can replace now this term by P vector. What is P vector? P vector is nothing but dipole moment. Dipole moment. So what is the direction of dipole moment? The direction of dipole moment is always from negative to positive charge. That is, it is along the direction of dipole length. Now what is the direction of I cap? I cap is the I cap is from P to A. from P to A means in this figure, so this is P, this is A, this is B. From P to A we assign IK. Okay, so what is minus I? A to P. A to P means from negative surge to positive surge. What is the direction of, what is this direction? From negative to positive surge, this is nothing but direction of dipole moment. So we can write this entire term as dipole moment P. Okay, get my point? Q into twice A. This is, together this we can put E vector. Okay, now you put it here, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is as P vector twice R P vector divided by R square minus A square whole square. Okay, so this is the electric field at an axial point of an electric dipole. Now what is the direction of electric field on the axial point of an electric dipole? It is along the direction of dipole moment. So what is the direction of dipole moment? It is from negative surge to positive surge. Okay, now here is a special case. Just see the case. Special case. If R is much greater than A. What does it mean? If the point of observation is at a far distance, so that we can neglect this A square in comparison to R. What is A? A is the half of the dipole length. So if R is much greater than A, that means point of observation is at a large distance than the half of the dipole, then we can neglect this term here. So this equation becomes E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught twice R P vector divided by R to the power 4. Now it becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught twice P vector divided by R cube. So what we have seen, the E vector means electric field on the axis of the electric dipole is inversely proportional to the R cube. I think you have understood. Thank you.